Hey everyone, it is Wednesday. I hope everyone is surviving and doing well and is healthy and staying safe. I am glad to have you here with me, and I wanted to talk to you today about being laid off in the wake of the COVID-19 crisis. And I'm sure a lot of you are worried about being laid off or being furloughed in the wake of what's happening. And I've been hearing from a lot of you that you are either worried about what comes next or worried about getting stuck, and you're not really sure what you want to do or what to do next because you're afraid with all of the closures and the shutdowns and the stay-in orders with many states that you don't know, how to even go about finding work, because it's a little bit different than, what it's been like in the past when many of you have been searching for a job. So let's talk about that a little bit. When I talked about fear a couple weeks ago, that is going to be the first thing that we have to remember and we have to keep in check. We don't want our fear to creep up and to take over and to rule our mindset and to be what negates what we do at the end of the day. Because it is so important to remember that what we are going through will likely never happen again in our lifetime, thankfully. And this is different. This isn't an ordinary situation. So we do need to give ourselves a little bit of leeway, but at the same time, we do have to make sure that we are building up what I would call a bulletproof mindset. And because of that, you definitely want to be able to push a lot of the other negativity away. So if someone says to you, oh, you're never going to find anything, or, there's nothing out there, or, oh, they're just going to keep laying people off, or, it's going to take you forever to find something. That's not going to help you. That is not going to help you. You need to build up the mindset to know that what you want, how you're going to go after it, and what are you going to do to get it. That person who is saying that to you is not in the job search. That person who is saying that to you is not you, and they don't have your goals. So you need to think about the active steps that you want to take towards your goals. And what are you going to do after being laid off? And I know it's hard because a lot of this is soul crushing because many people love their jobs and weren't expecting this. None of us were. This was blindsided a lot of people. And it's hurtful. I won't ever deny that. But things that you can do. Well, one, I really hope if you've been impacted by that, I really hope everyone's filed for unemployment benefits by now. I know it's been hard to get through some of the state sites, but I hope most of you or all of you have taken care of that, because that's really important. That's going to help you at least get through for a little bit of time. Second, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you were doing? Did you like what you were doing, or did you absolutely hate it? And now you're like, oh, thank God I can go find something that I like. Think about that. But what you need to do at this juncture, if you've already done that, decompress a little bit. Give yourself that leeway and that forgiveness, and know that it's not you, it's not your fault, and love yourself. Build up that bulletproof mindset and take that time. And this is crucial because you've just been hit with something that is so hard. And we all sort of feel very much like we're fighting for our lives. And that is something that is also very much out of the ordinary. And will take a lot of our energy and a lot of our emotions. But you don't want to dwell in this space either. What you really want to do is get into action. And getting into action will be the next thing that makes you feel so much better. Because you're going to know that you're taking the active steps to get you to where it is that you want to go and what it is that you want to do. And the more you do that, the better off you are. And the faster you can do that, the faster you're going to recover, the quicker you're going to land on your feet, and the better you're going to do. But that requires having that bulletproof mindset and being able to bounce back quicker. If, say, an interview doesn't go well, or, maybe it's not the right one. Maybe it's just not a good fit. That can happen anytime anyways. So you want to get yourself in action. You want to be able to stay there. So once you're in the active job search process again, you want to think about that fear. Because you don't want to let that trip you up. And you don't want to start self-sabotaging the process. So this is one of the most important junctures. You want to take care of your mindset, and you want to take care of your physical health, obviously. No one wants us to get sick. So just a couple of other pointers that I wanted to make is the difference between a furlough and a layoff, because I was getting these questions too. A layoff is a permanent job loss. Furlough is temporary. Typically, it can be for an unknown amount of time. Sometimes your employer will tell you, say it's 2 months, 3 months, whatever. And it's usually without pay and benefits. And in both cases, you may be eligible for unemployment. But with a furlough, you are still employed. And you do not have to prove to your state's Department of Labor that you are actively seeking work, because you are still employed. Now, if you've been laid off, you do have to prove it. And you do have to be actively looking. But an important point to consider is if you've been furloughed for a long period of time, you have no idea or when you will be going back to work, you need to start this active job search. And the sooner you can start this, the better. And an important point that I've been trying to drive home to everyone is don't wait for your state to quote unquote open up again, or don't wait until things are back to normal, because normal for us is going to take a long time. After this, we're not going to really know what our sense of normalcy is, because it's been changed. So you want to get back to that as soon as you can and start creating a sense of normalcy for yourself. And one of those things is by our safety net, our career. So you want to get into that as fast as you can. But you can only do that if you get yourself into action. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them over to me. And if you have anything you'd like to talk to me about, I'm going to put the link in. Feel free to set up a strategy session. I'd love to talk to you. And at this point, this is the best thing that you can do for yourself. Because the quicker you can get into action, the quicker you're going to land on your feet, the better you're going to do. And it's probably one of the best things you can do, other than staying healthy and keeping everyone around you healthy. So I hope everyone has a good Wednesday, and feel free to shoot over any questions, comments, thoughts. I'll always get back to you. And please take care of yourselves and everyone around you. Stay healthy and be well.